It's a little darker. It's darker than Chicago Fire, darker than most police shows. It's not so much just about the crimes and the takedowns and stuff. It's really about this elite unit and how they deal with each other, headed by Jason Begay, who plays Voight, and his unpopular ways of going about things. It's more about what they deal with and how it affects them. Because every day, like when you watch the news, you see cases on the news and you see things, but you don't really know. It's like looking at a book by the cover. You don't get to actually go into it in detail. Where this show, you go into. It's like reading the whole book. You get inside. You get into the mindset, into the emotions of what they're dealing with. And to me, I think that's what's unique. You should say hello.
You choose your role.
Yeah, I think just it would be, what is it that you're coming to me with? What is the role? What is it? Is there what's the heart behind it? Because I when I work on something, I always want to try to have something that I can really connect to and really find, whether it's a bad guy, a good guy, whatever. It's trying to find, well, why is that guy that way? Is he just a bad guy just to be a bad guy? Is he just somebody, why is he that way? What's it about? I mean, those are questions that I would ask. And so I would think it was just a matter of, I would like to think that my work so far has shown that I'm very respectful and focused when I work, and I would hope that someone would see that and know that if they're gonna get someone that works hard and is gonna give. I'm 0 or 100. I'm either doing it or I'm not. Yeah. It's I used to box before I was an actor, and that's what I wanted to do. And like a boxer, when you're climbing, you don't have the same fight. It's got to be more of a challenge. If you're going to get better, it has to be more of a challenge. It has to keep being more of a challenge. So it's the same way when I'm acting in films. I look back to Homicide, and I'm proud of what I did then, but I like to think that I've grown as well, and that each project that I work on, you're always learning something. I'm still learning, and I plan on continuing to learn as long as I'm here in this business. So I think the challenge has to be there. It has to always be. And that could be in many different ways. It could be subtle. It could be a big challenge. I wouldn't say that there's one that's more important. They're just different. I don't really have a favorite. I think they're all. I've been fortunate to have a lot of different roles. I'm really proud of what I did on Oz because of this fact. Because when I worked on Oz, a lot of people don't know I was also working on a movie called Selena in Texas at the same time. So they were two completely opposite characters. The one in Selena would never hurt a fly, long hair, rock and roll, Tejano, rock and roll guitarist. And in Oz, he's an Italian hitman, tough, mean. Everyone in the prison either feared him or wanted to kill him. So there were two completely different characters, and at the time I was so invested I had months in already with playing Chris Perez, who's a real person, in Selena, and I was spending time with him. I was living with him to portray him, so I was trying to become him as much as I could, and he was the complete opposite of Dino Ortolani in Oz. So I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, but I trusted in the director, Darnell Martin, who I'd worked with in the past, and I put all my trust in her, and she was just amazing and helped me do this. And so I look back at that, and I say, I'm really proud of what I did with that character in Oz because of what I was also doing at the same time somewhere else. So for me, that's one of my most proudest moments. That was actually the last time I was in France before now. I was out here. I came out here with two different films back to back to Cannes. I Like It Like That, and then a Sunchaser. Sunchaser, I got nominated for the Best Actor award with the Palme d'Or. But the experience was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Cannes was just wow. It's like Hollywood in France for those 2 weeks or whatever 3 weeks it is. It was absolutely amazing. It was bigger than what I could have ever had imagined. I'm so fortunate, and I'm just so thankful to have been a part of that. It's another time for me that I grew, and the last time I came out, I was the knucklehead. I would go to the hotel and stay in a hotel, and then go work, stay in a hotel, and I didn't go around and I didn't visit. Where now I'm here. Now I'm taking some days. I'm staying extra, and I want to go visit and really just enjoy being here. Huh. Well, I'm looking. Right now I just finished writing my first script. It's a feature film script that I just wrote, and I've actually been working on it for. I finished it a couple of years ago now, so I'm just like rewriting it, and I'm finally having, getting the pieces done, and this is a goal of mine. The goal of mine is to direct this film, and to kind of see where that goes, and move into that direction. So I think for me, I can answer that and say I haven't directed yet my own film, but I'm looking to do that soon.